I can hear my mom just saying that. But anyways, hi angels, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute since I have done an encouragement video. Today I had to bring this buddy because it's a very sensitive video. But anyways, I was like, you know what, I got my makeup on, so it's the best way to do this video so I can avoid, you know, tearing up. I'll be thinking of my makeup as I will. Yeah. Anyways, today's video is about how I dealt with my grieving. You know, grieving is always going to be a part of our life because we are going to lose those people around us. You know, I know it sounds very scary, but it's something that, you know, I think our culture needs to, you know, needs to educate that part of life, you know, because in the end of the day, it's part of life, you know. But in our culture, it's like a taboo when you talk about death. They never talk about death. They never bring it up, you know. So it feels like somebody's wishing you death if you bring it up, you know. It feels like you just get shut down straight away. No one wants to talk about it, you know. And that's what actually makes grieving very hard for us, because that's how made it so hard for me, you know, individually. I don't know how other people take it, but for me, I feel like the fact that our parents or anybody around us never talk about it, it's a big shocking when, you know, when we lose our loved ones or somebody around us. You know, it's very shocking. You don't know how to deal with it, and it changes a lot of things in your life. You know, it changes how you see life, how you see people, how, you know, how your surroundings going, you know, because you get to lose people. You get to lose other people that are around you. You know, you get to lose those fake people that you never knew they were fake until that moment happens. You know, like they say, you always know your person if you're sick or you've lost somebody in your life. You know, so grieving is not easy. You know, how I dealt with mine is I allowed myself to grieve. You know, I allow myself to grieve. Every time a memory comes up, I'll tear up. You know, I'll let it out. I'll let everything out, because at the end of the day, you don't want to keep those things inside. Otherwise, it's going to end up badly. You know, and that's what I came up in life, that I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be bottling things up anymore because it did not turn out well. And that's part of grieving. You just have to let yourself grieve as much as you can. Let it out. Take as much time out for yourself, you know. But if you already have something hard in your life, do not take this chance and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna, like, you know, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I lost this person, so yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, find a blame, where to put this blame, you know. So we gotta have to be really careful how, you know, how we take things. So with me, I allowed myself to grieve so many times. You know, I just let it be, because I'm like, you just sit there and be like, think about it. How can somebody else do this to somebody? How can this happen? How, like, there was such a good person, you know? How does this happen to these people? You know, it just makes you, like, your mind becomes really crowded. You don't even know what to do. You know, you can't eat, you can't do whatever you were doing in your life. Everything just stops. You know, you don't want to do anything at all. You know, and that's understandable. And I like how, like, people around you will actually understand. You know, will understand. At work, people will understand. You know, your family will understand. Some families will understand, but I don't know, with our culture, it's very hard to take in, because when you're trying to show emotions, they shut you down. I don't know, they shut you down. But anyways, just allow yourself to grieve either way, towards your friends, all of this. If they understand, or if they don't understand, still let it out, you know, because that's what kept me going. The other thing, I wrote it down here anyways, the other thing that kept me going is I kept myself really active. You know, I'm already an active person, but I just kept myself active. I had to, like, I had to find myself a job and stuff, you know, because I just had my child, you know, and I had to find myself a job and keep myself really active. Having kids anyways, you'll be so active, you know. But sometimes when they piss you off, it actually, like, you know, it activates everything. So I kept myself very active. worked out. I've been working out for a while, but I just kept pushing myself mindfully and physically, emotionally, everything. I included all of that. The other thing is I kept up with my routine. It just kept going. With my kids, I just kept going with the routine that I normally do for them, and all of that. Just kept myself busy as much as I can. I'm not shutting that part out, but when it comes through, I just let it be. I grieve and continue with my lifestyle, because at the end of the day, we gotta think, like, if this person was in our life, if this person was here today, would they want you to see you, just sitting there beating yourself up and stuff? No, they want to see you success in life. They want to see you keep going forward, because at the end of the day, either way, like, we throw ourselves down, we do damages in our life, it's not going to bring them back. So we just gotta have to, like, deal with it and just continue doing what we gotta do to keep ourselves, positive, to keep ourselves healthy. And we don't want to lose ourselves too, because people around us are going to suffer. You know what I mean? The other thing is forgiving myself. I had to forgive myself for for those things that you were supposed to do for them, but you had no time. Things that when you lose somebody, you'll be like, I wish I did this the right way. You have so much sympathy in you. You're like, I wish I did this. I wish I did this way. You have so much regrets in your heart. That part I had to, like, forgive myself and let it be. Whatever happened. But we just gotta we just gotta be cautious ahead of us and treat those people that are still alive with us, and treat them with respect and everything that they need in life. Whatever you feel like doing for that person, do it while they're still alive. The other thing is, like, I had to find myself things, like, there's things to do, but I had to, like, you have to think deeply and become creative and do all other things that you will think, things that when you see it, you'll be like, nah, I don't think I can do this. You have to try it, so I tried every single bits and here and here. That's why you guys see me, I do everything, pretty much everything. I jump to this. The first time I do it, I'll be like, okay, not bad. The next time I actually do it this way. And that's the same thing with makeup at the moment. When I do makeup, I'll be like, okay, next time I'll do it this way. There's always mistakes. Picking up yourself, mistake this, and fix it in the next one. That's why you elevate yourself while you go. You know what I mean? So yeah, the last thing pretty much that I had to do to help me with my grieving is be patient. I had to be patient, because with my brother's situation, it's very, very, like, you become so angry, because if somebody took their life, why? You become so angry. You want to know, like, the answer straight away. You want to know the full story. What exactly happened? Everything. Your mind becomes so crowded. So it gets to a point you just, like, you're not getting this stuff. So we just gotta have to be patient, regardless of how many years it's going to take. We just gotta be patient, And for those that have lost anyone that have passed, or that have lost anyone, just like that, we still gotta be patient with ourselves. We just don't see something like, yeah, I'm gonna do this just to get it out of my mind. We just gotta be patient with the grieving, keep going, and be around positive people as much as you can, because this thing can make you turn your ways in a very, very wrong way. And that's pretty much all I have to say. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of ways that you can find grieving. This is how I dealt with my grieving, and it hits me here and there, but I try to do things. I try not to just sit there and just think about it. Whatever minute that I have free, I'm pretty sure I have to be doing something. If I'm not, like, especially with my videos, my TikTok videos, I just have to edit this, and I make sure I'm active there, do something, post something, this and this, just to get my mind out of things, because it hits you so hard. There's some days that I would just go to bed bawling. Yeah, guys, I cry. Mm? But I'm not that kind of person that will just come on like if it's something to cry about, it will tear it. But I'm not that person to come and bawl my eyes out online and just feel sorry for myself, this and this. No, I want to uplift a lot of people as much as I can, because I know people go through hard time. Everybody's got a story to tell. Everybody that's walking around there, they have a novel on their heads. Everybody's got something. And everybody at that moment, somebody's going through something, So for us to help those people, we just gotta be kind to one another. That's all. It doesn't take that much, Just be. If you love yourself so much, you wouldn't have time for hating somebody else. You wouldn't have time to create lies about somebody. You wouldn't have time to be jealous about somebody, because you're busy loving yourself. You know what I mean? You're there, enjoying life. You're there, always always like looking forward to the next day, And me with the main thing that kept me going is God, is God. We gotta have to believe in something. And me being brought up in church, all this religious stuff, it kept us going. Prayers, I know people say some people don't believe in prayers, but once you believe it in your heart, pray about it and believe it in your heart, it's all yours. It's all yours. But try not to use that weapon in a wrong way. Try to strike your haters. Leave your haters alone and you focus on yourself. Pray. What I do, I pray every night before I go to sleep, for God to protect my children, to protect everybody around me, my social media people, my social media friends, everybody. The prayers ended up becoming very, very long, because you gotta have to, you want to include everybody in the prayers. Same thing when you wake up in the morning, before you step your foot out of that bed, pray about it for your day to go according to his plans, because we might end up planning something and then it doesn't go accordingly. We just gotta have to accept that and keep it going, because maybe he's trying to avoid you from bad things ahead of you. So we just gotta have to accept it and take things the way they go. And that's pretty much it for today, angels. I hope this message will help you with your grieving as well, because this is what I did and I still do it, And other thing as well is, for me, working in a funeral home, I see other people like new to grieving and stuff as well. So you're trying to encourage them. And the only way for me to encourage those people, because I don't like meeting up with families, because that part is very, very tough. But we just gotta have to do it, And yeah, it just like, for me to help them with their grieving, I just have to prepare their loved one in a very, very beautiful way, for them just to feel like they're peacefully asleep, because that's their last image for them to see, and that actually helps them with their grieving journey, So I hope this was helpful to you as it was helpful to me. We just gotta have to find ways. Everything is fixable in your life. Don't give up on anything at all. I never knew I would be in this position today, trying to put these messages out there. And God is very, very, God gave me another chance, and I thank him very much every single day for this, because my life has become better. I'm a better person than I was yesterday. So I am grateful of that, and I'm always excited to see another day, and for him to bless me with that strength to continue looking after my children. I know some people be like, yeah, single mother, this and this, they feel sorry for single mothers, but it's actually peaceful, if those kids are actually making your life so much better, like I don't see it any other way, so I thank him for everything. Anyways, once I start talking, it never stops. Anyways, that's all for today, angels. I hope this was helpful to you as it was to me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care of yourselves and be kind to one another. Bye bye, angels.